How to record a Zoom meeting without the host's permission? What the heck, Bandicam? Sorry, I just noticed that.
Ah. We have finally reached this point in the tale, Master. If your memory has been refreshed, then we can return to the mansion immediately. Very well then. If you insist, Master, we shall proceed with the story. It was a stormy night, much like the one the white-haired girl had first arrived on. It was quiet as a crypt in the mansion, not a single light visible in the halls. The house sat in wait for the sun to peek out over the horizon. The darkness is, generally speaking, something that rushes by like a gust of wind as we sleep. The flaxen-haired young man, too, lay in bed, pale blue moonlight sporadically streaming through the gaps in his drawn velvet curtains as he attempted to submit to slumber. He was having difficulty drifting off, but as time trickled onward, he drew closer and closer to the arms of Morpheus. Morpheus is the Greek goddess of sleep?
They're obviously the namesake of morphine, I know that. They're obviously the namesake of morphine, but wait, are they the Greek god of sleep? I'm not 100% sure, hold on. Morpheus, fashioner derived from the ancient Greek, meaning form, shape, is a god associated with sleep and dreams. In Ovid's Metamorphoses, he is the son of sleep, and he appears in dreams in human form. From the medieval period, the name began to stand more generally for the god of dreams, or of sleep. Okay, so I was right. They are a Greek god of sleep. Okay.
Oh. Suddenly, he sensed a presence in the room, much like the one from those nights some weeks earlier.
I don't think this is the white-haired girl. This might be Nellie. Maybe? I mean, the white-haired girl probably got killed last time, so this might be Nellie.
Is someone there? Huh? Answer me! A slender, feminine figure pressed gently against his lips.
This is Nellie, isn't it?
There was no hostility in the motion, but rather a great deal of affection. The silhouette, faintly visible in the dark room, was the same as at night. A flash of lightning shone through the drawn curtains, illuminating her beautiful white hair. It's the white-haired girl? What?
Did she overpower Nellie, or...
Hold on. Several silky locks spilled over her shoulders and brushed against Mel's cheeks.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm already not liking it. Something seems wrong.
Huh. A couple soft puffs of hair tickled his face, as though she were silently laughing.
Wait. Oh no, wait. Did Nellie, remove the hair from the white-haired girl and put it on herself or something? Oh no. No! Please no!
He assumed her finger, held against his lips, was her way of telling him to stay quiet. She began to slowly, delicately trace the outline of his mouth, moving down his cheek and along his jawline as if it were porcelain. You're, rather more forward than I remember. Well, I suppose you always were quite daring. This isn't the first time you've sneaked into my bedchamber. The boy said in an attempt to conceal his surprise. Do you remember the night she came to exact revenge on him for her father? Indeed, she had proven herself to be a rather bold girl once already.
I really think this might be Nellie wearing her hair.
It's dark. I can't see you very well. Why don't I light a lamp? Or perhaps we could open the... Before he could finish, the white-haired girl sealed his lips with her own. In the near-total darkness of his bed chamber, the two shadows appeared as one. They remained that way for several minutes. Their kiss was innocent, no more than the pressing together of two pairs of lips. And at the same time, the white-haired girl lovingly ran her fingertips across his skin.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. If this is not the white-haired girl and this is Nellie wearing her hair, this is already... Oh god. Oh god. I think I know what's going on here. No, I don't like this. I do not like this.
When their lips separated, Mel gasped for air. It seemed he had been holding his breath. Slightly embarrassed at himself, he said, "Dearest Mel."
Oh god, it is Nellie! Oh god, she put on the hair! Oh god. Oh god. Ah!
Nothing. He could not speak. The silhouette hanging above him was certainly the white-haired girl's. Or was it? Because his next words were, "Get off me!" He reflexively shoved the girl straddling him aside. She rolled off the bed, landing on the cold floor, but slowly, gradually, she crawled her way back toward him. That wasn't very nice. Veiled in darkness, she slowly lifted her head. And then, there was another flash of lightning. The heavy fabric of the curtains rustled, bolts of lightning streaming between the gaps.
Fuck, it is Nellie. Hello? Hi! Hi, voice in the song! Okay, that voice right there scared the shit out of me more than Nellie's reveal. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I need to get some time to look at this image of Nellie. Holy shit. Okay, this song is a fitting song for this fucking terrifying of a scene. God damn it, Nellie. And there's that voice again. There's that voice again. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Her flaxen irises glimmered, though in the bluish-white light, they took on a twinge of almost golden glow. No need to be so rough. This isn't the first time she's visited your bed chamber. Is it, Mel? Or did I not kiss you the same way? Tell me, how does she run her fingers across your skin? What does she do when she nuzzles up to you? Stop! Stop this madness, Nellie! Why would you do this? Because you like white hair, don't you, Mel? You like white hair, which is why you fell for her, isn't it? So if I have white hair, then you all fall for me too. Then I can be your princess again, dearest Mel. What are you even talking about? He could not escape from her, from his sister's piercing gaze. Why? What happened? How could she? Questions crashed into the young man's mind like waves in a stormy sea. But none of them found answers. They simply caused him further perplexity. Your hair. What happened to your hair? How did you get that color? Oh, This?
She killed her!
You like my wig?
Oh god! I called it! Oh god! Even though I called it, it doesn't make it any less creepier, man! Ah!
But as soon as the words left her mouth, Mel was in motion, propelled by pure instinct. He clenched Nellie's shoulders tight enough to dig his fingers into her flesh. You're hurting me, Mel.
What did you do to her? Tell me! What did you do?
I made her leave. It was a perfectly reasonable decision. She was obviously not nobility, and thus hardly fit to be a part of this household. But there's no need to worry, Mel. I'm here to take her place.
You sound like a mad woman! It doesn't matter if she was of noble blood or not. She promised she would stay by my side. So why? How could you do that to her?
I promise you that long before she
Oh. 1 second, let me get a drink real quick. I have to say, this was not the direction I thought this was going.
I promise you that long before she ever did.
And I love you far more than she did, Mel. Have you lost your mind? You're not making any sense. Where is she now? What is she doing? It's always her with you. What more could you want from me? Tell me, what does she have that I don't? What do I have to do to get you to focus on me, and only me? We're siblings! Oh, that's Mel. We're siblings! Don't you understand what you're doing?
Oh, I understand quite well. Far better than you do, dearest Mel. I even know that a former queen was executed for it. But if we don't get caught, there's no problem.
Nellie, are you saying you've always felt this way about me?
Oh my, you didn't notice, dearest Mel? You truly are a dense one. I guess romance just isn't your strong suit. But you notice now, haven't you? You know exactly how I feel about you, right?
Quit it! Enough! Don't say anything else! Stop! Stop having these insane feelings for me! It's disgusting! What are you laughing about?
Poor Mel, content in your cool, complete ignorance. Alright, I'll tell you everything. Mel, you can only love blood-related women.
Oh, fuck.
Huh? His cackling sister appeared to him like some kind of inhuman life form. Her actions and incomprehensible exclamations slowly drained him of his strength. What kind of deranged nonsense is that? I love her. She's your sister, Mel.
Very funny. How far out of your mind have you gone, Nellie?
Poor Mel. Do you honestly know nothing? Say that her father was a painter? He painted pictures for a living.
What of it?
For a time, her father painted for our family. You've seen the picture before, dearest Mal. The one hanging in my room, of the two of us. That was painted by our father. He did a good job, didn't he? I kept asking and asking until you finally agreed to hold my hand. And how did you feel about that? You were rather embarrassed, weren't you? Do you remember that day, dearest Mal? You couldn't possibly remember it. But there's a chance you might remember this. Before we moved to this mansion, we had a painter with white hair. I don't remember any such thing. He was, long ago, a painter in service of the Rhodes family. But that painter did something very, very bad, and because of that, he couldn't remain a part of our household. Do you know what he did, Mel? He lay with Mother. My father was chased from your house. If the child had been born with flaxen hair, then the painter would have not been thrown out. The baby would have been accepted as part of the family. But that wasn't how it turned out. The child had white hair. She didn't look at all like she carried the Rhodes family blood. But see, Mother had me. That I'm here is all the proof you need. The girl born 16 years ago didn't have flaxen hair. Until his last breath, he was only ever concerned about me. He held me in his arms and ran his hands through my hair, an apologetic look on his face. You're talking total nonsense. What proof do you have? If you want to see it, I'll gladly show you. The artist left a message in the painting in my room. Tell me, am I truly wrong? What did that girl tell you? You're lying. What part of it is a lie, Mel? Everything I'm telling you is the truth. Why don't you go ask Mother? I'm sure she would throw quite a fit. Mother wouldn't. The mistress did not send me away when she saw me. Quite the opposite. She took me in as a servant. It never made sense to me. Why would she hire a maid she knew nothing about? Someone who just showed up at the door one day. And when I asked Mother to make her my maid, she stubbornly refused. From a good house? Don't make me laugh. If she were really nobility, she would have given us her name. But Mother was so desperate to cover up her mistake. That doesn't make any sense. I don't believe a word that you're saying. It couldn't possibly be true. Wouldn't it be nice if you could bury your head in the sand? But Mel, feigning ignorance is a sin. No! I refuse to believe it! Not a chance in hell! You just don't understand anything. How I feel, how much I suffered. Do you have any idea how long I've loved you? Knowing that you would never accept my affection? But then, fancy that! You fell in love with your half-sister! Then I should qualify for your love too. Shouldn't I, Mel? Stop it! Enough! Shut your mouth! Not another word! I don't believe any of this! Mel! I know you'll never love me. I know there's nowhere for me to run. Say, when we were kids, was that really me? Was I really by your side, Mel? If that painting tells the whole truth, I was never once did I get to be your princess. Not even once. Oh, the chapter's name is An Inescapable Labyrinth. Oh, damn. And, with all the allusions to Romeo and Juliet, I think I might know what may happen to, Nellie. Oh, happy dagger! This is thy sheath! Dearest Mel, Everyone just loves to dote on me. They're always telling me how pretty I am. Mother does. Father does. And all the maids do too. I can do anything I want. So for me, acting like a spoiled child is the only form of rebellion I have. I don't have the kind of freedom you do, no. I'm just a doll for the family to play with. When I have visitors, it's only ever for show. So it's not my fault that I don't have any friends. Dearest Mel, you're the only one who's ever cared about me more than anything in the world. Dearest Mel, I always knew how I would react if you fell in love. I would cry my eyes out. I would envy her to death. I would get angry as a bull. But eventually, I would have given up. I knew I could never have it my way, after all. My feelings would never bear fruit. So why did she have to be your sister? Tell me, why? Oh shit. Oh, dearest Mel! Here you are again, reading such hard books. Your eyes will go bad if you spend too long staring at pages. I'll be fine, Nellie. It's not like I'm reading 24 hours a day. No! That's not good enough! If your eyes go bad, dearest Mel, you won't be able to see me anymore. You worry too much. I can see you fine and well, my princess. Your hair, glimmering like the sun, and your beautiful smile. I can see you as clear as day, and that'll never change.
Oh, the background got rad. The background's getting redder. Oh god, Nellie just pulled a Juliet, didn't she?
Plus, the skies are clear today, so you're even more radiant than usual. You know, this is my favorite season. Winter's cold, and there's so much rain. I can't stand it. But as it gets closer to my birthday, the clouds go away. And I just adore the sun. Yes. It's almost your birthday, isn't it? Have you decided what you're going to ask Father for? Not yet. I want pretty dolls, and shoes with sparkling gems.
Oh, everything's getting darker.
And I also want a pretty dress, like the ones mothers wear. Mother wears.
Oh, she's dying! She is so dying right now! Okay, I should probably, not make as much commentary in this, tragic scene of the end of Nellie, so I'm gonna be quiet now, no more commentary.
A list that long is asking a bit much, even for Father. But dearest Mel. I already have what I want the most. So the truth is, as long as I have that, I don't need anything else. Oh? And what would that be? The hairpin they bought for you the other day? Or maybe the song they had written for you last year? None of that, dearest Mel. Huh? Then what could it be? Now I'm really curious. What is it that's so valuable to you?
That's a secret!
Girls have so many secrets. I just don't know what to do. Say, dearest Mel, would you run your fingers through my hair? Just for a little bit? What's gotten into you, Nellie? Why are you so hungry for attention all of a sudden? Please, dearest Mel. Oh, Nellie, what am I going to do with you? Come over here.
And I want to sit on your lap.
Yes, yes, as you wish, my beautiful, beautiful little princess. Say, dearest Mel, what is it this time, Nellie?
Right now, I'm so incredibly dead. Happy! And dead.
Oh. And out of curiosity, who was it that you really cared so much about? In a fevered frenzy, Mel fled from the mansion. Even in early summer, the night was cold. And to make matters worse, raindrops pelted him from head to toe. But that caused him little discomfort, for a far greater maelstrom of pain rampaged within his breast. At night, the town took on a different appearance. Not simply for lack of illumination, but the people active within it as well. It was not a suitable place for a young aristocratic man to go wandering unattended. The darkness is not only the abodes of devils, but of beggars, thieves, criminals, and all matters of things undesirable. But despite that, he continued to run, not knowing where he was to head. He simply went where his feet took him. And where he arrived was the church.
Father! Father! God should be able to offer me counsel. To answer all my questions. About that painting, about her, and about Nellie's feelings. Not her lies, but the truth. Please, open the door! Open the door!
But as you might expect, the door was locked, and the priest showed no sign of responding to his calls.
Is he asleep, or is he not there?
The sound of the pouring rain drowned out everything else. His head drooped feebly. He looked like a helpless little calf who had wandered, alone, onto a dark, precarious mountain path with no end in sight.
Why? Why won't anyone tell me the truth? All I want is for someone to tell me it's not true. Have I sinned? No, I didn't know anything. I didn't know. No, none of it's true. So, I haven't done anything wrong. I am not at fault, am I? Hey, wait a second. This is kind of paralleling his dream, isn't it? Yeah, this is paralleling his dream. Interesting. A parallel of his dream. I get it. The person screaming in his dream, which might be him, is also, screaming that it's not his fault, even in this scenario, the first door. Yeah, the truth behind why the mansion's cursed is told through the later inhabitants of the mansion. Or they're the reincarnations of the original people who lived in the mansion from many years ago that Mel had a dream about earlier on in the game. Yeah, this definitely is a parallel to the person that we saw in the dream, which is likely the past of the mansion, aka the former, inhabitants of the mansion that made a curse to begin with. The origins of the witch of the mansion will be revealed through the later inhabitants. I get it. Sorry, I wanted to cut in for that comment real quick.
Nevertheless, his sister's claims and her laughs continued to echo within his mind. If he truly believed it to be false, he would have gone to look at the painting. That he could not was an indication that uncertainty had a stronger grip on him. I'm going to repeat that. If he truly believed it to be false, he would have gone to look at the painting. That he could not was an indication that uncertainty had a stronger grip on him. Fragmented images of a white-haired painter fluttered through the back of his mind, but he desperately shoved them aside.
What good is the church? What good is theology? What good is God?
Something moved near the boy. It stood immediately behind him and grasped his light dressing gown. He had been so consumed in his own world that he had not noticed that person's presence until they were close enough to touch him. What? Who are you? Standing there was a beggar dressed in tattered rags. He's still begging at the church? Then, the hooded beggar tentatively extended his hand toward Mel, pleading for relief with sad, slender fingers. Were he a generous young man, Mel would have given the beggar something. Were he generous, of course.
Lord, get your filthy hands off me! I don't have a damn thing to give you right now! Don't you dare touch me!
Suddenly, the beggar's hand turned upward. My eyes catch the beggar's.
He has white hair, doesn't he? She's alive? She's alive?
What? She's alive? Her hood fell back, revealing a hairless head. Why? And a pair of red eyes gazing bitterly, though with a familiar, distinctive glimmer at Mel.
She's alive, so Mellie only cut her hair. I thought she killed her and then cut off the hair of a corpse.
She only cut off her hair. Oh. Okay. Red eyes. She immediately covered her face and turned to run. It can't be. The beggar that's always been here was a... But you said yourself that they would not survive much longer. How could you be certain that she was the same beggar?
Oh my god, Mel! It's fucking obvious! It's fucking obvious! That beggar that grabbed you was the white-haired girl.
Wait! Wait for me! Perhaps, as someone of such high social standing, all beggars appeared the same to you? Or perhaps you wanted to believe your meager generosity made a difference, that you did something of value. I will not say it is wrong to think so.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Wait for me! I chase after the fleeing girl. Though I shout for her to stop, she continues to run. The rain is so heavy, I'm afraid I might lose her. I'm terrified. But I didn't do anything wrong, did I? I'm begging you! Please stop! I just want to talk! She comes to a stop at a corner. Please do not go around this corner. It's you, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? What I said back there was terrible, and for that I am truly sorry.
I didn't realize it was you. Please, come back to me. If you're concerned about social status, I'll figure something out. And Nellie's getting married off soon enough. Oh, yes, Nellie. Nellie did some horrible things to you. She's lost her mind. She was talking nonsense. But don't worry, she'll be out of the picture soon enough. I'll make sure you're safe. Say something, please. Are you angry? You're angry, aren't you? I am not angry at you. I am not. Did you know everything? Did you come to our house? Aware of everything? What? Did you? Tell me! Please! The priest isn't around, and everything Nellie says is a lie! You're the only one who will tell me it's not true! What are you? A relationship! I don't understand what you're saying. I see. You don't know. You don't know. It's for the best. Nellie's the only one who knows. And she'll be gone before long. Everything will be alright. Lord Mel. It'll all be alright. Let's go back. I'll make sure you're never put in danger again. I'm begging you. Stay with me. My appearance is no longer suitable to stand at your side. You saw how unsightly I am back by the church, did you not? Hair can grow back. That's not a problem. Nellie truly looks a part of the hideous witch. But I am to blame. It was a sin for me to find happiness in your kindness. What are you talking about? My sin was falling in love with you. Not what happened to my father, nor how we had to spend our days. There's no sin in that! We have our whole lives ahead of us! Don't we? With enough time, this whole tragic mess will be behind us! Things will only get better from here! I'll be your prince, like the one who took the girl to see the outside world! So please, give me your hand! Come to me! Don't leave me all alone! I need you by my side! Please! I extend my hand around the corner. I sense her hesitating beyond the bend. I'm begging you. I can't see what's on the other side, but a vision of her reaching out to put her hand in mine wells up in my mind. But that story never had an ending. She doesn't take my hand. I doubt the girl ever wrote that letter. She's not there when I turn the corner. Why? How did things end up like this? Where did I go wrong? Oh God! Hey there. Your error was likely your kindness. Thoughtlessly, haphazardly, spreading out your generosity. But that generosity came from your own desire to avoid pain. For your own happiness. What should I have done? I can't take this. Everyone was happy. Now you still laugh and smile. She once meant the world to me. How did things end up like this? It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. If you pretend like nothing happened, then perhaps they can go on smiling in your head. But regardless, you must follow the path you tread. It is your path alone. The path you chose when, in that moment, you decided to run. Make the wrong choice in those moments, and you shall find yourself on the road to ruin. I would have been better off not knowing. Better off in the dark. I just wanted those tranquil days to last. They were supposed to last forever! At some point, your childhood must come to an end. that ending may not be the one you anticipated.
I can't stand the world.
You yearn for a world that would treat you with kindness.
What should I do? What should I have done? Someone, please, help me.
You should return now. If you spend too long out here, you are liable to catch cold. Now, let us return to our own time.
Oh, man. Oh, the door just closed. Achievement unlocked. Rose Manor. Oh, shit. Oh. So, we can only imply what happened to Nellie at the end, and what's going to happen to Mel. It's only implied at this point. Oh, man. Oh man, you know what? I'm not sure whether or not a confirmation of whether or not Nellie had ended up like Juliet in the end is needed, because the interpretation of what happened is definitely a lot better to think about rather than getting the answer. Like, she might have, not ended up like Juliet, but at the same time, she might have. Oh man, interpretation's always the best when you don't know whether or not your interpretation's going to be proven or not. Oh, man.
The crestfallen young man faded into the distance, and the decrepit double doors clacked shut. Through the shattered glass, you could only see the ruins of a garden, not a single rose growing within. You had evidently returned from the past. In the garden, weeds grew taller than people. You found it difficult to look at. A wolf howled in the distance. Aroo! The children, the sea of roses, and the white-haired girl were nowhere to be found. You and the maid, who called you Master, were the only people present in the mansion. What happened to them next? Oh, Master, you would know better than I. My, you cannot remember? It seems this is quite serious, then. Worry not. My loyalty lies with you, Master. The mansion has witnessed more yet. Let us make our way to the second door. Your hand in hers, the maid guided you back through the kitchen and into the tea room. Her palms were still cold. You felt as though you were clenching ice. Master, do you wish to know the truth, no matter what may be hidden within? Or, if it is something you would be happier not knowing, would you rather remain in the dark? Oh, is that so? I wonder about their father. Yes, the flaxen-haired sibling's father. Do you think he knew about the white-haired girl? If he did, then perhaps he allowed her to stay because of how deeply he loved his wife. Or maybe because he did not want people to find out about her. I expect he too experienced many different emotions. But those pages of his story remain untold. Their parents likely had a turbulent tale as well, but theirs is not of consequence. To whom? I could not tell you. You and the maid crossed through the entrance hall, continuing your track. At some point, the fire in the fireplace had faded to embers, emphasizing the lack of light within the mansion. The maid took a candlestick and lit it in the cinders. The small flame illuminated her pale face. On a whim, you asked the maid about herself. About me? I am a maid devoted to your service, master, as I have said. Oh, what was that? You are interested in my name? You flatter me. I truly do appreciate the question, but you are more than welcome to simply call me the maid.
No, I want to know your name. I want to know your name.
Also, it would make me much happier to hear you say my name after you have recalled who you are, master. A subtle smile rose to the maid's face, after which she began to lead you down a first-floor corridor. Still holding the maid's hand, you passed in front of a full-length mirror. In it reflected the warm light of the candle, which disappeared out of range shortly thereafter. Oh my! Is something the matter? Did you come across something peculiar? The maid had not appeared in the mirror.
The maid had not appeared in the mirror? What? I did not realize that. Holy shit. I did not realize that. So, she has to be somewhat vampiric, then. Or some sort of other magical being that cannot appear in mirrors. I mean, that explains a lot of things, actually. If she's able to be the maid throughout the ages, that explains a lot of things, actually.
Though she was not the only one without a reflection.
We're also a vampire! Or a magical being. Okay, that will make sense if we are the witch, though. That we don't have a reflection. Oh! So is the maid like our familiar, then? I get it. Okay. I'm digging into this. So if we go by my idea that we're the witch, who's trying to remember themselves... that means the maid might be our familiar. That's it. She's not simply a maid, she's our familiar. That's why she doesn't appear in the mirror either, because she's our familiar. That's why she's a maid in our service. I get it.
Though she was not the only one without reflection. You reached the end of the corridor. There appeared to be a doorway, but the door itself was long since gone, leaving only a hole in the wall to frame the stairs behind it. Without hesitation, the maid descended into the darkness. You have more interest in this mansion, master, than in a mere maid, do you not? Though it pains me to say as much in your presence, master, this house is cursed. Yes, it is a curse that runs deep. As you just bore witness to, the majority of those who dwell within these walls fall into misfortune.
Except for Mel's grandfather. He did not fall into misfortune. The person he died with, that's just unfortunate for them, but he probably did not feel unfortunate when he passed on. I have to say, though, I feel really bad for the person he was with at the time.
I have served here for many years, and periods of happiness are as fleeting as a sugar cube in a hot cup of tea.
Okay, I read that line incorrectly, but the meaning's the same.
Why do such tragedies befall them? If I were to guess, master, it was because you had not returned. But when you remember your true self, I'm gonna repeat that line, But when you remember your true self, the mansion's curse should be broken. That's better. The next door is before us. It appeared to be the entrance to a cellar. The disconsolate wooden door was visibly rotten in several places, and it seemed it might crumble at a single touch. You could hear the sound of something devouring meat beyond the door. What? Maybe there was a beast living within. before you had a chance to say you thought it was dangerous, the maid opened the door with a chilling smile on her face. Your first impression was that it smelled of blood. It smelled of blood. Something is chewing inside the door.
The second door. Interesting. The second door is definitely going to be interesting. 1707! So a full 100 years after Mel and Nellie.
Okay, 1707. Interesting.
This is going to be a good spot to begin next video. Weeping Manor? Weeping Manor? Oh, that's a good chapter name for... I pressed load. Wow, I almost made a mistake. No, there we go, save. Yeah, I pressed load by mistake, but yes. Oh, Weeping Manor. That's what we're going to be getting with next time. Alright, so the first door of the house in Fata Morgana. It was alright. The majority of the story, I'm gonna be honest here, was slightly slow, but I'm always in for a slow story. Like, I do a lot of long Let's Read series, so I don't mind slow stories, though I'm gonna say this now, I was not too impressed with the, 1600s love story we got. Like, it was interesting, but at the same time, it's usually not something I would, go out of my way to read. I know that the House in Fata Morgana is a lot bigger of a game than a 1600s love story, so I definitely was just gonna read through the 1600s love story part to get to the interesting elements that everyone keeps on, alluding to. So yeah, I'm not that big on the 1600s love story stuff. Like, I'm not really that interested in it. But, however, things definitely, took a turn once incest started becoming a prevalent plot point. Especially with the reveal of the white-haired girl's real ancestry. Holy shit, okay. I was not expecting that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here, I was not expecting for the reveal that, the painter had an affair with Mel's mother, and that the person that Mel was falling for was his half-sister. Holy crap. I'm also surprised that she lived. I'm also surprised that she lived, because I thought Nellie for sure killed her and then cut off her hair from her corpse and put it on herself. But no, the white-haired girl only had her hair cut off, so perhaps the Nellie, I guess, were not killing her. But at the same time, that's still pretty fucked up that she cut off her hair, put it on as a wig, and tried to, seduce her brother using the hair. Yeah. The first door, even though it was pretty slow at the beginning, the ending parts, like the ending, hour of it, I have to say, I was not expecting the ending hour. I was not expecting it at all, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. And of course, well, through implications, I'm betting you that Nellie pulled Juliet on herself. Yeah, it's heavily implied. Plus, with all the mentions of Romeo and Juliet, I was slightly expecting for at least one character to end up tragically dying like one of them, and Nellie could, mirror Juliet's death at the very end, because we saw a lot of flashing images of blood and everything going dark for Nellie. So that could heavily imply that Nellie killed herself at the very end. Though, of course, that's all, interpretation, and that's my interpretation. If you have your own interpretations as to what happened, please say so down in the comments below. But for my own interpretation with knowledge of Romeo and Juliet, I really believe that, Nellie had ended up like Juliet at the end, because she was, in a way, her very own tragic heroine, like Juliet was in the tale of Romeo and Juliet. Nellie and Juliet, they were both in a forbidden love. Though unlike Juliet, Nellie's feelings were one-sided, so in a way, that's where they differ. But Nellie probably saw a lot of herself in Juliet. This is all speculation, by the way. This is all speculation based off of my interpretations. But yeah, you know what? I think Nellie might have saw a lot of herself in Juliet. So it would only make sense that at the very end, upon, realizing that her love may never be, she may end up like the heroine that she sees a lot of herself within. Now, of course, this is all interpretative. This is all interpretative from what I was reading in my knowledge of Romeo and Juliet. And please say your own interpretations down in the comments below. And with that, I'll be ending this episode of The House in Fata Morgana. Thank you all for watching, and next time, we shall begin our trek into the realm of the Second Door, 1707, in the chapter Weeping Manor. So we first get a Rose Manor, and now we're getting a Weeping Manor. Oh, this is getting good.
Okay.